Before you take your kicker apart, I'd suggest, if it's possible, to mark where bits line up. Alright, so I've now put a mark on the external pulley system, the outer sheath, both ends, and also the long pulley bar. Okay, this will help with reassembly. We're going to go through the process of putting it back together. These are the main components. You have one small pulley bar, one large pulley bar, one outer sheath, one end block, and there are two roll pins which go in the ends of the bars. We'll get to that later. The bit of string, I'm using 4.5 meters of 4mm string. Now you can use whatever grade you feel is appropriate, but just remember that you're going to have to pull on this with your hands. So too thin and it'll cut into your hands while you're trying to put some load on it. Too thick and it won't fit through the pulleys here and then inside. As we can see, these pulleys are not in a straight line, and this is to help spread the bits of string inside the tube. If they were all in line, you'd have all the bits of string laying on top of each other. As it is, you'll see that they twist around slightly so they can fit into the cylinder a lot better. In the end of each pulley bar, you'll see that there is a hole which the roll pin fits in. Okay, and when we start aligning this, we have to make sure that they are pointing in the same direction. Okay, so at the moment I've got them both pointing away, and when you do that, you should see that these pulleys should be laying at the same angle going out. Alright, so the outer ones should be pointing, are actually pointing towards me at the moment. The next two in are flat, and then the next two are pointing up that way, and then this single one is on its own just to take the rope from the end of this bar. Short bar has a bit of string in it. Now this hole in here is not very large, so when I took the rope out of the old one, it was actually tied in a knot, but I couldn't replicate that and then get it back inside. So all I've done is used a bit of whipping twine to double it over and to lock it in place so that it can't pull out. This little sticky out bit, that shouldn't be a problem. Right then, take a bit of string, and then I'm going to come underneath this pulley here, and then down that pulley there. Right. Okay, so that's the first one done. Then just keep going in the same direction from pulley to pulley. What you want to try and do is not pull them too tight together. There again. Like that. Final one, do the final pulley, and then that exits through there. In the long bar, you can see there's a slot in here, and what that should do is that should line up with the hole in the end of the long bar, and then that acts as the range of movement for the kicker. Okay. Now, what I've done is I have put a bit of silicone spray on the inside of that. I've also sprayed the pulleys with plenty of silicone spray. I don't believe that this should affect the string in any way. In fact, it would probably help with the realignment of the string inside the outer sheath, which has also had a bit of lubrication. So again, push this in. Vertical drop like that. Again, that's right. Make sure it is. Pull it out. You can see. Just using a temporary long screw through there. Through there. Let's see if everything works. Alright, once it goes back together, put that in there, push this in. Okay, so now I've got these two lines marked up, and I've got these marks lined up. Now we can go ahead with inserting a roll pin, which effectively is just hit it with a hammer. So, making sure you've got the thinner end in first, obviously, just now there should be a bit of resistance as you put those in, because obviously what's happening is the pin is being forced together as it goes in. So that's one. Okay. One reassembled kicker.